Hello students. So last we finished the chapter metals and non-metals. So after this that is a chapter number 4. So this is my chapter number 5. So in your textbook if you see, so that is chapter number 4. This is my chapter number 5. So this is coal and petroleum. Okay. See here what happens. Natural resource, coal and petroleum. What is coal and petroleum? We will know that later. So first we'll start from this. Natural resource you learned it in class 7th. So what is natural resource? That for us available in nature and which is useful for us. Anything available in nature and it should be useful for us. That we call it as natural resource. Natural means it should be available in nature. Resource means it has to be useful for us. If it is useful for us, then only we can say that it is a resource. Here natural resource. Natural resource means it is those materials, these are those materials which are available in nature and they are to be useful for us. They are useful for us. So we have seen these two types of natural resources, inexhaustible and exhaustible. So the word says exhaustible means they will wind up, okay, they will finish in one day. For them we call them exhaustible, exhaustible natural resources. We call them exhaustible natural resources. Inexhaustible means what? Even though you use it for a long time, they will not be finished. They will not get vanished. These are unlimited. Whereas those are limited. Exhaustible resources are limited. Inexhaustible resources are unlimited. Okay. So air, sunlight and water. So how much ever air, sunlight and water you use, okay, they will not at all vanish. Today if you use more air means after 1 month I will not get air, nothing like that. Today I have used so much sunlight, so I might not get sunlight after 2 months, nothing like that. Okay, so these are unlimited. These natural resources which we call them as inexhaustible, these are unlimited natural resources. Okay, so example you can say air, sunlight, water, wind energy. So wind energy means air, which is already know that, but still you have to say that these are limitless. They don't have any limits. You can use for maximum times. So the name it is inexhaustible. So the name it is inexhaustible. Okay. So those are exhaustible. These are what? Exhaustible. So exhaustible means what? One day they will finish. Okay. They can be used only once. So all the fossil fuels are exhaustible. All the fossil fuels, coal, petroleum, these all are fossil fuels. These are exhaustible. Okay. So exhaustible means they will wind up, they will finish one day. So if you are going to use the petroleum in the similar way after maybe 100 years, 200 years or maybe 500 years, they will finish off. So that is why these are called exhaustible natural resources and these are inexhaustible natural resources. I hope you all are clear with this concept, exhaustible natural resource and inexhaustible natural resource. Please note down the points while I am teaching. Okay, you should note down the points while I am teaching. Okay, so next, up to this much we understand. Next we will go for coal. Here we have written coal. What is coal? Okay, coal is a type of a fossil fuel. We are seeing coal and petroleum in this chapter. This chapter is the coal and petroleum mainly. Coal ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ fossil fuels ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Coal and petroleum both comes under fossil fuels. So one by one we see coal is a hard stone like substance. Coal is a hard stone like substance. It is a hard substance and it is a stone like substance. Coal is a hard and stone like substance, means it is available in which form? Solid form. Generally black in color. So maximum times coal is black in color only, so that it is called generally black in color. Generally black in color. Then coal is one of fuel used for cooking. So coal is that material which we use it for cooking. ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ? ಕೋಲನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಲು ಅಂತಾರಪ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ coal is used, where it is used, it is black in color, it is a hard stone like substance. The hard substance ಅದ, black in color ಅದ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ? ಕುಕ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಒಳಗ. Coal is used for cooking. It produces lot of smoke. ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ? It has a high calorific value. It produces lot of smoke. High calorific value means it's a good fuel. Calorific value means you will learn it in the 10th. Okay, if the calorific value is more means it is a good fuel annaga. Okay, so this is what, this is hard stone like substance and it is black in color. Coal is one of fuel used for cooking. It produces lot of smoke. Coal produces large amount of smoke. Okay, then and foul smell. It produces smell also, a foul kind of smell, a type of smell you can say, foul smell, which pollutes the air, which pollutes the air. So that what it does, it pollutes the air. Okay, so you remember this side, you might not see it properly, but see them, I will read them, note down when I read it. Coal is a hard stone like substance, generally black in color. Coal is one of fuel used for cooking. It produces a lot of smoke and foul smell which pollutes the air. Earlier, so I have written it twice. Earlier, coal was used in railway engines and used in steamships. Nowadays, coal is used to generate electricity in the thermal power plants. Coal is used in factories as a fuel. Okay, and coal was used in railway engines and steamships. Okay, these are the uses of coal, we can say. Okay, so what are them? You please write them properly. Okay, so whatever I spoke now, you can see them, you can easily write them up to this much you would still see, but if you don't see, I have already read it, so on that base you write down them. Okay, now it produces coal smell which pollutes the air. So after coal is burned, what happens? Smell is producing and air gets what? Polluted. What is the reason for main air pollution? Burning of coal. Because burning of coal, there is large amount of heat is generating. Due to the large amount of heat generated, it produces kind of smell that pollutes the air, that we can call foul smell which pollutes the air. Earlier coal was used in where? Railway engines. Railway engines, we call the trains. Trains were earlier run by coal. Now I think they are running with current. But earlier cases, the trains were run by the burning of coals. Due to burning of coals, what happens? Energy is produced that will be converted into mechanical energy. There the coal is used as a fuel in railway engines. Okay, then what happens? Coal was used in railway engines as well as in steamships. Steamships means what? The ship runs with steam. ಹಡಗು ಉಗಿಯಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತದ, ಕೋಲನ್ನು ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಉಗಿ ಬರ್ತದ, ಉಗಿಯಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ ತಿರುಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ ರೀ? ಹಡಗ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಒಳಗೂ ಹಂಗ, ಟ್ರೈನಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತದ, ಉಗಿ ಬಂಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಉಗಿ ಬಂಡಿ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಲನ್ನು ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಹೀಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಆ ಹೀಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ, ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ ತಿರುಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಉಗಿ ಬಂಡಿ ಒಳಗ ಟ್ರೈನದ ಗಾಲಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಗಾಲಿಯನ್ನು ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ತದ, ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೀಮ್ ಶಿಪ್ಸ್. ನೌ-ಅ-ಡೇಸ್, ಈಗಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ coal is used to generate electricity. Coal is used to what? It is used to generate electricity. So thermal power plants are using the coal. Where is the power plants? What are power plants? Power plants are the plants where electricity is generated. There is atomic power plant, there is thermal power plant, okay, hydraulic power plants. ನೀರಿಲೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲಿಕ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್, ಹೈಡ್ರೋ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. ಒಂದೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀರಿಲೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಅಟಮಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಏನಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತದ. ಸೊ ಆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಾಗ ಕೈಗಾ ಅಂತದ. So in Karnataka there is a place called Kaiga in Uttara Kannada district. So I went there, okay. So when I was in my PUC, so I went there. So we have come across to know that how the electricity generated and all. But to go there we need a permission of a president or somewhere else. Not the permission, at least a letter we should need. Okay, I went there when I was in Vidya Poshak. So there they have explained everything. Similarly, they use their what? Atomic energy, nuclear energy they use to produce the coal. That means to produce electricity, okay, they use nuclear energy. Here in thermal power plants we use heat. Thermal means what? Heat. So you should remember these words. Thermal power plant. Thermal means heat, power means electricity. From heat electricity is generated. We call it as thermal power plant. We call it as thermal power plant. Okay. Then it is used in factories as a fuel. It is used in thermal power plants as a fuel. And fuel use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಎಲ್ಲೇ thermal power plant ದಾಗ. Then coal was used in the railway engines and steamships. Earlier days, coal was used in railway engines. Railway engines use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿನಿ steamships ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. It's already written there. It was earlier used in railway engines as well as steamships. So these are the properties of coal. Coal is a form of carbon. You should remember it. Coal is a form of carbon. Carbon has allotropes. Carbon is present in different forms. And coal is the main important form of carbon. 99% of the coal is made up of carbon. So coal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಲು. ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಲು ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ. So ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಲು, if you have not seen, please go to Google. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಗೂಗಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೊಡ್ರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಆ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕೋಲ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರ, ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಗೂಗಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, COAL ಕೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು. ಹೊಡೆದ್ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕೋಲದ ಇಮೇಜ್ಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಅವಾಗ ಕೋಲ್ ಹೆಂಗದ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದ. So this is regarding completely coal. I hope you all are clear with this. If we are clear, then only we can move further. Okay. See here, these are what is coal. Then what are the properties of coal? So I will explain it once again. Okay. See what is there. First one, coal is a hard stone-like substance. It is hard and it is a stone-like substance. Here the full point. Coal is a hard stone-like substance. It is present in hard means it is solid. It's a form of carbon. It is present in solid. It is a stone like substance. ನೋಡ ಕಲ್ಲಗತನೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ. ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ಲು ಯಾಕಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಇದ್ದಿಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ನೋಡಕ್ ಕಲ್ಗತಿ ಇರ್ತದ, ಅದರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರು. ಸೊ coal is a hard stone like substance. It is generally black in color. When you find it is generally black in color. If you apply it to any reaction or other things, the color may change. But maximum times it is black in color. And it is one of the fuel used for cooking. So we use it for cooking. Food ready ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರ cooking purpose coal ಅನ್ನ use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. Because it produces lot of heat. It produces lot of heat, hence it is used. It produces a lot of smoke. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬಗೆಯನ್ನು ಇದೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತದ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ. ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಮೋಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೋಲ್ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್, ಅ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ. ವಿಚ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಏರ್, ಅದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ ಹೇಳಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಏರ್. ಏರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ, ಅದ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ. ಏರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏರ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ. ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ಮೋಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಕೋಲ್ ಇಂದ್ರ, ಅದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ, ಏರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ. So earlier coal was used in railway engines and steamships. So here use ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು coal, railway engines and steamships. Okay. So this sentence and this sentence both are same. Okay. ಅದನ್ನ ಬರಿಲಾದ್ರೂ ನಡೀತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಬರೀಲಿ ನೀವು ಸಾಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನೇನು ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ದೇರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಾರ ಇದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಬರೀ. ಇದು ಇದು ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದದ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಐತಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಬರೀರಿ ಸಾಕ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೇನು ಬರೆಯಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಬರೀ. ಓಕೆ, ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, nowadays coal is used to generate electricity in thermal power plants. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ, ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗ. ಎದ್ರ ಸಂಬಂಧ, ಟು ಜನರೇಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ. ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್, ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಟ್, ಪವರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ರಾಯಚೂರು ಒಳಗದ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ, ಉಷ್ಣ ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಸ್ಥಾವರ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಅದಾವ. ಆದ್ರ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅದ, ಕೈಗಾ ಒಳಗ. ಸೊ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಬೈ ಬರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕೋಲ್. ಕೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ತಾರ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. ಮುಂದೆ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್, ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. ಹೈಡ್ರೋ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್, ದೇರ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್. Water is used to generate electricity. So those we call them as hydropower plants. So maximum electricity will come from hydropower plant only. From atomic power plant, or you can say thermal power plant, we don't get that much of electrical energy. They have some disadvantage which we learn in class 10. But till this much you remember the properties of coal. What is coal? Coal is made up of which material? Coal is a form of a carbon. You should remember this. Very much important thing is it is made up of carbon and it is used in thermal power plants. Coal is used in factories as a fuel. This question might ask you, why coal is used in factories as a fuel? Because coal is a good conductor of heat. And sorry, coal is a, which we can say, it burns very rapidly. It produces lot of smoke. Okay, or you can say it is having high calorific value. So that question will not be asked for you definitely. For that is there for your class 10. That means it will be asked in 10. Coal is used in factories as a fuel because it has high calorific value. That calorific value will come to understand in class 10. Now you don't worry about that. Just I told you for information. Coal was used in railway engines and steamships. Coal was used in railway engines as well as in steamships. So railway engine ಒಳಗೂ coal ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, steamships ಒಳಗೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, coal ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So this is regarding coal and petroleum. So you should note down all this. ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಾನು ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾ ಹೇಳುವುದನ್ಯಾಗ ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ. ಸೊ what ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, you should note down them. Okay, so first one is what, this one is first, natural resources. ಎರಡು type ಅದಾವ. What are natural resources? I have not written that, you have to write them. So what are natural resources? Natural resources are the resources. Okay, you can see me now. See, natural resources are the resources which are available in nature, or the materials or the things available in nature which are useful for us. The things which are available in nature and which are useful for us, them we call them as a natural resources. ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತೀವಿ? Natural resource ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, so these are what? Natural resources. Okay, present, they should be present in our nature and they should be useful for us. If they are not useful for us, then we cannot call them as natural resource. And they have to be present. They should not be man-made. They have to be already occurred in nature. Two types adavu, one inexhaustible, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು exhaustible. There are two types of natural resource. One is exhaustible and the other one is inexhaustible. Okay, so what are exhaustible natural resource and what are inexhaustible natural resource? So exhaustible natural resource means these will vanish in one day. Sorry, not one day, these will vanish in one day. ಯಾವುದೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಇವೇನಾಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾವೆ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವ್ರು ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ? ಎಕ್ಸಾಸ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಫಾಸಿಲ್ ಫ್ಯೂಯಲ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಕೋಲ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಎಕ್ಸಾಸ್ಟಿಬಲ್. ಇವು ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಮುಗಿಯಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೆಷ್ಟೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇರುವ ಇವು ಯಾವು? ಏರ್, ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್, ವಾಟರ್. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನದಾವ್ರಿ? ಇನ್ಎಕ್ಸಾಸ್ಟಿಬಲ್ ಅದಾವು. Okay, so you should remember all these things: air, sunlight, water, wind energy. Okay, so these are inexhaustible natural resources. Okay, I hope you all are clear with all these points. Okay, exhaustible, inexhaustible, and after that coal comes. You know what is coal? The hard like substance are kallidla. Go to the Google and write down coal images or coal. You will find the images. Okay, the properties ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, heat part produce ಮಾಡ್ತದ, some of the fuel like use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. Generally black in color. It is a carbon form. What is coal? Is a dash form, or coal is a form of dash element, carbon element. Okay, so next, it is used for cooking. It produces lot of smoke and it produces coal smell which pollutes the air. So that will what it does? It pollutes the air. So earlier coal was used in railway engines and used in steam ships. Coal use ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, it was used in railway engines, and of course it is still used in steam ships also. Okay, so and nowadays coal is used in generate electricity with thermal power plants. Coal is used in factories as a fuel. Coal was used in railway engines as steam ships. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋಲ್. ಕೋಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋಲ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ these are uses of coals ಅನ್ಬಹುದು. Nowadays coal is used to generate electricity. Okay, in thermal power plants. One dadu, coal is used in factories as a fuel. Eradu, coal is third point. Coal was used in railway stations and steam ships. Third point. 3 points uses of coal ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ. You can write them as star ಹಾಕಿದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲದಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಒಂದು, ಮೂರನೇದು, ಇದು ಎರಡನೇದು, ಇದು ಒಂದು. 1 2 3, right? So you can make them as uses of coal. Okay, this is my third one, or you can say back side. This is my third one. So you can write them down. So in this class only this much we will see. So remaining things, how coal is produced. Coal hang ಹುಟ್ಕೋತ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? So it is a fossil fuel, but ಹೆಂಗ ಅದು ಹುಟ್ಕೊಂತು? It is not man made. Coal is not man made directly. So ಹೆಂಗ ಹುಟ್ಕೊಂತು? What is the process? How the coal is formed? So we will see that all in the next class. Thank you.